It never happens at a good time. The pipe bursts at midnight. The heater quits on the coldest night. Suddenly, you're overwhelmed. That's when HomeServe is here. For $4.99 a month, you're never alone. Just call their 24/7 hotline and a local pro is on the way. Trusted by millions, HomeServe delivers peace of mind when you need it most. For plans starting at just $4.99 a month, go to homeserve.com. That's homeserve.com. Not available everywhere. Most plans range between $4.99 to $11.99 a month your first year. Terms apply on covered repairs.
Hi, I'm James Van Osel. This is Car Con Carne, and if you own a home in the Chicago area, in the suburban Chicago area, you know winters are brutal on your home. They're hell on your doors, your windows, your gutters, and then you get no relief because spring comes along and the storms just do tons of damage. If you think you may have damages that could qualify you for a roof and or siding replacement through your insurance, you need to talk to my friends at Suburban Roofing and Siding. They'll give you a free 9-point inspection of your property exterior before you call your insurance company. Let them assess any damages you may have and walk you through the steps of a claim, hassle-free. They're an accredited member of the Better Business Bureau with an A+ rating, and all their contractors are licensed, bonded, and insured. They also use the highest quality materials available at no additional charge to you. Call 224-677-6149, 224-677-6149, or visit them at suburbanroofingandsiding.com. If you're a homeowner, these are the new friends you need to make. Suburban Roofing and Siding.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's meet in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Osel.
And welcome to Car Con Carne. I'm recording this on Friday the 13th, January the 13th, 2023. That feels good, right?
Yeah, I forgot.
What could possibly go wrong?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And I can't say this with every guest, but I can say it with you. Hi, sweetie.
Hello.
Hey.
I have Sweetie in my car before Punk Rock Tacos in Villa Park. To my right, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, it is Birdy. In the back seat, it is Sweet, Johnny Marble.
Hey, what's up?
Of the band Sweetie. Before they perform inside Semitas in Villa Park on North Avenue, I was saying to Noah Corona, organizer of Punk Rock Tacos, the need for all ages opportunities, I feel like hasn't been this strong for a while. Like there's a real it's an emptiness that needs to be filled, and I think this is a great example of doing it.
Absolutely. Like most of the gigs we end up playing are 21 and over, not even 18 and over, but 21 and over. And it doesn't really occur to me because when I was younger and going to the punk shows, it was, they were all over the place, in church basements and et cetera. But so absolutely. So I'm glad they've got this established, and hopefully it'll kind of resuscitate some life into the all ages punk scene around here.
Speaking of church basements, Bertie, Bad Thing, Sweet Thing, the album, the songs range from Catholic Boy to Devil Girl. Uh-huh. Is there a religious rebellion thing going on there? Maybe an upbringing?
I was raised in Wheaton.
Okay.
So
yeah, its reputation precedes itself a little.
Yeah, like literally I had the idea for Catholic Boy when I was driving down College Avenue, like walking distance from the Wheaton College campus, and just my mind was kind of like, how can I go against the grain? And so that's kind of how that happened. There's always like a back and forth with that, a dichotomy of being evil, I suppose.
So that was a fair assumption.
Yep, you nailed it.
All right, let's talk about Sweetie. Let's talk about the origin story of Sweetie. How did the band come together? Give me some background.
So our original drummer, Joe, who's no longer with us, he's still alive.
Okay, I was going to ask.
Yeah, he's going back to college, so he'll be running sound for us someday, I think, hopefully. So he came up to me at a party at a DIY space in Union, Illinois, which is the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And he walked up and he goes, "You want to start a 2-piece band?" And I went, "Yep." And he said, "You play through 2 amps and I'll play drums?" And I said, "Yep." And it just happened. And the name just sort of came to me maybe a month later, like literally out of nowhere. And I texted him. I'm like, "How about the name Sweetie?" And he goes, "Perfect." And we just took off running from there. And Johnny and I bumped into each other at a 4th of July party this summer.
Yeah, just recently, yeah.
And he had played in a local band back in the day called Shotgun Gambling. That was like a bunch of my friends played in a band together. And so, I'd refused to have a bassist in Sweetie for like the majority of the time. And then I literally just gotten done yelling at someone like, mind your own business. Don't tell me I need a bassist.
How can you have a groove without a bass, Johnny?
Right, you need that low end. I'm not gonna.
Well, the 2 amps, I had a pedal. It was fine. We made it work. It was fine. But then, like, the moment we started talking, I was like, oh, wait, can I swear?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, oh, fuck. He plays bass. He'd be perfect. He'd be a really good fit. And so I kind of started treading around that and, like, probably in my mind I was subtly interviewing him, but he probably knew exactly what was happening. But then it just kind of
it happens when you play bass.
Yeah.
Well, now that you swore in the car, we can't have the after show in Wheaton.
Yeah.
After Punk Rock Tacos tonight.
Oh man, they used to have a really great venue there called the Wheaton Grand, which was like an old movie theater that there was a brief moment of time where they had concerts there, and like Plain White Tees came through, the Addicts played there, and it was such a cool venue. And then like Wheaton shut it down immediately, but I miss it a lot too because it was cool.
Men and women had to stand like 4 feet apart.
No dancing.
Yeah.
There's a bowl of holy water in the middle.
Yeah. So again, Bad Thing, Sweet Thing is the album. These are short, sweet, raw, bluesy garage rock songs.
But yeah,
Rock lives.
Period.
The guitar lives.
Thank you.
With Sweetie.
Absolutely.
Is that the stuff you were kind of weaned on?
Yeah, I'd say that's kind of the genre that I always stick to. Like, it just occurred to me this morning. I'm like, you know what? I probably don't always have to listen to music with a guitar and drums. Like, there's other things in the world. Who knew?
I've heard that.
Yeah, it was when I was listening to Bjork on my way to work, so it got kind of weird.
I was listening to Portishead, so we were
Fabulous.
kind of sharing a vibe.
Absolutely. My dad, he was a DJ on a rock and roll station in college before he I don't want to say sold out, changed, took a different path. And
he saw that there was no future in that.
Yeah.
You could say it. I get it.
Yeah, I think the late nights kind of, he'd been locked out of the radio station at 2 a.m. in the middle of winter too many times to want to do that anymore.
I've been locked out of radio stations too, but it's because my key card was revoked and they're going in a different direction. It's just a thing that happens.
So he'd kind of sprinkle around, rock and roll bands. Oh, have you heard, introduce me to Jimi Hendrix and the Cramps and the Ramones, stuff like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Songs on this album, I love Huffing Gas. I'm a sucker for a good cover. These boots are made for walking.
Thank you.
That's a fun one.
I forget why we decided to do that cover, but I think we used to play it with an old band. So I brought that into Sweetie, and it's just simple. We kick the shit out of it.
You kick the shit out of it with boots.
No pun intended.
Yeah. So again, we're recording this in January 2023. The year is young. It is brand new. What's the future look like for Sweetie?
A new album. We've been working with North Central Productions for like months on this next album. I won't say the name. We're keeping it very secretive, but there's 11 songs on it. And it's like Bad Thing, Sweet Thing. Like, she's all grown up now, and it sounds beautiful, and I'm really proud of it already.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So a timetable for that?
Late spring, early summer, I think.
Sweet Johnny Marble, how are you feeling about the album?
It sounds great. I mean, if you like Bad Thing, Sweet Thing, this one I think has a lot more depth. It breathes. Its instrumentation is more expanded, obviously, but it's pretty cool.
So obviously we're recording this outside a show. By the time people see this or hear this, it'll be too late for them to see you at Punk Rock Tacos. Anything else on the books that we can promote?
We're going to be playing at the Burlington on March 3rd?
Sometime in March.
Yes.
So at Burlington in March. Awesome.
Yes.
All right, so this will be a fun year for you.
Absolutely.
It's starting out good.
Yep.
All right. Do you eat before a show? I mean, are you going to have a taco before you?
I'm in so much drag right now that I have to wait. I have to wait to eat till after. I'm wearing like 4 pairs of tights and I have so much makeup on. Like after when
you are the best dressed guest we've had.
Thank you.
On this podcast in weeks.
I have a lot of friends that do drag that have kind of there's one of my Rocky Horror Horror castmates, and they're some of my friends that do drag. Hi. So that's...
Well, all right, let's talk about Rocky Horror, because I know that's that's a whole thing with you.
Yeah.
It's big,
So
yeah,
Columbia just
influencer.
walked by.
Okay, Columbia, forgive me, the redhead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The tap dances.
It's been a bit. But, I mean, the fanaticism, like the level of fanaticism to the point where you perform the show, that's like next level stuff that I just...
It's cult. That's like the only way of describing it. It's cult.
Well, I think it ties in a lot with the musical influences of like the Cramps, you know, simple blues rock. But man, they were all into like that aesthetic, that sleaze culture that John Waters kind of cultivated on, and Rocky Horror. Like they all kind of inhabit a similar space.
By the way, I am okay with the youth of America discovering Goo Goo Muck decades
Yeah.
later. Like,
Me too. Every time, like, I'm kind of a hater when it comes to like TikTok stuff, which I shouldn't be, but I'm just grumpy sometimes. But this, I'm like, let's get Poison Ivy her royalties.
Yes.
Like, let's line her pockets. I love her. Like,
Yeah.
keep that song cycling, especially like getting younger kids into the Cramps. Hopefully,
of all the songs to hook them back in 2023, I didn't think it would be that one.
me neither.
Maybe Bikini Girls and Machine Guns.
Yeah.
That song.
Or with machine guns. Yeah. Love that song.
So do I.
Human Fly, but I digress. I don't reject the idea of a cool song becoming popular decades later. Like, fuck, let the kids listen to cool stuff.
Yeah, everybody's playing Mountain now. That's the new big one. So if Mississippi Queen by Mountain can break on through again. Oh, yeah.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah, my partner watches TikTok a lot, so I can attest to that. Heard a lot of Mountain recently.
Did not see that one coming.
No.
All right, but Rocky Horror, so what are you doing with that?
So I am on the Shadowcast. So anyone who hasn't seen it, the tradition for the show is they show the movie on the movie screen, and then a bunch of people each person will dress as a character in the movie and reenact the movie at the same time that the movie plays in the background. It's called a Shadowcast.
Okay, I didn't know that was what it was called. I've seen that happen
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah. And so so the Shadowcast will reenact the movie, run around the theater, do the whole thing start to finish, like mirroring the movie, which is really tough because you have to be like, people can see if you didn't do the right thing right away.
Yeah.
So I play Meatloaf's character. I play Eddie.
Eddie, right.
As of recent. And yeah, just the whole culture around it. I started going to the one in Hollywood Boulevard when I was like a teenager.
That's up by like Woodridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are the only cast I know that does a midnight show every Saturday, which is wild. I joined this cast out in DeKalb because I was like, it's an 8 p.m. show and they do it 5 times a year. I'm like, that's perfect.
8 p.m. Yeah, sold.
I love it. Yeah.
Not getting any younger over here.
Nope. I'm like, in bed by 11, I'm on it. I'm so there.
I get it.
Yeah. And then there's also an audience participation point to it where someone will say
that's
something in the
crazy.
movie
Yeah.
and there's like a timed response
Yep.
that people yell.
It's been years, but I remember all that. Like,
Yeah.
and it's fun.
Every time like someone says Janet, you have to yell slut, and every time
Mm-hmm.
someone says Brad, you yell asshole. It's so rated R. Like,
Oh, yeah.
But it's fun and it's raunchy and it's edgy and it's wild.
I gotta say, one of my most glorious moments as a small boy was seeing Susan Sarandon in that movie for my first
Oh,
time.
absolutely.
Oh,
Running
Absolutely.
around her underpants.
Oh my lord! Yeah.
I remember I went to the before I joined, like a year and a half ago, I went to their October show, and I went with my friend Penelope, and she looks at me, she goes, Susan Sarandon is a snack. I'm like, you bet she is.
A snack.
I was like, that's the best description, but absolutely.
A snack. I'm
Yeah.
using that. Probably not appropriately, but I'm going to use that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, but also I don't know if you knew this, she had pneumonia while they were filming.
Really?
She's running around in her underwear. She's soaking wet. It's in a old drafty castle in Scotland or England or wherever they were, and so she caught pneumonia. So she was actually like really sick for a lot of it.
That's wild. So this for you, this is you have your creative outlet with Sweetie, but this is like an extra creative outlet for
It
you.
is, and I don't have to make any decisions, and I really like it.
Right. It's going to be what it's going to be. Same thing.
So there have been a couple times in my life where I've joined groups of things, and like the moment you show up, you're like, oh, I found my tribe of people. Rocky Horror was one, rugby was another, and then doing a foreign language program at NIU was the third. And so just the moment you're like, oh, these people are the same level of weird and obsessed that I am, like, we're here for it.
I love it. All right, so Sweetie, we'll look for the new album this year. We'll see you at Burlington in March.
Oh, and we've, we're not playing, but Rocky Horror at the Egyptian Theater on February 17th in DeKalb.
And it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah. I love it. Bedtime, early bedtime.
Just in time for Valentine's Day, a lovely date opportunity.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you for doing this. A pleasure to finally meet.
You as well. Thank you.
Thanks, James.
And we'll look forward to lots of new music and lots of fun. From
Absolutely.
Sweetie.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sweetie.
Thank you.